Okay, I'm back and just wanted to do some more research into how to use the fishing tackle because we just weren't able to figure out how to get that to attach to the fishing rod. And I really wasn't able to find anything about it except my assumption at this point is that you need to be a fisherman, that your profession needs to be fisherman. The blue lures may also possibly be bugged and be unusable. Um, I just don't know exactly what is going on with that. So I've tried, different things here, the blue and the orange, to right click on them and attach them to the rod, and there's nothing that I can do to attach that to the rod. And so I'm thinking that you have to have the fisherman's profession in order to use the tackle. So we'll keep that in there. Who knows? Maybe another survivor will be a fisherman. I did want to. Okay, I guess it's not that big of a deal. I was gonna say I wanted to move the refrigerator, or I mean the bookshelf. But that's not that big of a deal. I thought it was gonna block the view of the kitchen from us. So let's go ahead and grab a fish here, out of here. Let's take the small bass. We'll grab that. And let's cook up that small. Actually, you know what? Grab that back. Put it back. Put it in our main inventory. And what I was thinking now is that let's cook this over an open flame. Might as well, right? So we're gonna grab some twigs, grab a branch, add fuel, twigs, step away from the fire a little bit more, add fuel, branch, add some of that unusable wood. Oh. And then of course we need, we already have that. Okay. I don't know why I'm not able to light this. Maybe I need more twigs. Okay, maybe I just needed to step away from it. What the heck? And now it's not letting me do it again. What the heck is going on here? What the heck? Okay, now I am seriously confused. What happened to all the wood that was in there? It just disappeared. What is going on? Okay, now I'm wondering, like, what the hell is going on here? Let's grab 2 twigs and 2 unusable woods. Maybe it's putting it back in that crate. I don't really know what's going on here. Oh, gosh, you gotta have it in your inventory. Sometimes I'm such an idiot. So you don't just add it in there, you have it in your inventory, then right click on it, and then light the fire, and then add fuel. Okay. So nice. Okay, so we're cooking some small bass. Its hunger is -15. That's not too bad, I guess, considering. The hunger on that is -50 though for my vegetable salads. Probably good. Nice. Let's eat that. Nice. Alright, now I did want to come up here and take a look at this. I'm wondering if there's any way to remove this. I don't believe that there is, but let's grab the trowel. Because I'm thinking about this secondary wall that I was talking about. There we go. Just gotta have the trowel in our inventory. So I'm thinking that that line is not gonna be. That's too much of a line, and I don't want all that line here. So I'm thinking the fence is gonna run right along in this area. I do want to have some sort of perimeter. What is this? Oh, that's a tree that's growing. Okay, so we can't get rid of that. Let's clean up some of this grass. So I'm thinking that we would run down to the police station and see if we can get our hands on some weapons while it's still early in the apocalypse. That way we're not completely overrun by zombies trying to get down there and get gear, get some weapons, and get some ammunition. Probably be a smarter idea to do it sooner than later. I don't think you can remove that. Here's some twigs. We do still need to get our electronics up so that we can install the generator to the house. Right now that's not too much of a priority. We're going to do that in a little bit here actually though. So these kinds of things that are in the back of my mind that I want to do, it's easy to get distracted with everything else and kind of forget what you're doing. I don't know why that's there and it's not on the other side. That's weird. Oh well, no big deal. So I got some tree branches here. I'll grab these. Not too concerned about the grass on the perimeter here, but I'm just gonna go ahead and get rid of it while we're at it. And when you see something like that bush, that's basically a tree that's growing, and you got to just basically wait for it to completely grow out. And then once it does its thing, it'll grow up, and then you can chop it down and get rid of it. So right now, there's not a whole lot we can do about it. It is what it is. Cutting down this grass here, make the yard nice and clean. You'd think I was a landscaper and that the world wasn't coming to an end, and and that this kind of stuff would not bother me, but it does. It bothers me. I don't like tall grass in my yard. I want to keep it nice and clean. So just move this, take care of all this grass. Because I am going to have, one of the main reasons why I'm doing this is because I am going to chop down, I'm going to add a door to this back fence. Also going to add a door on this side of the fence. And what's going to end up happening is I'm going to have like so we'll have like the wall here, right? So let's say like the door was here, right? And you have the wall here, the secondary wall here. I'm going to also have like a path inside a wall path that would lead from one side to the other side, so that I can get through there from one wall to the next wall without having to worry about, you know, if zombies do happen to break through the fence, they're now trapped between this fence and the next fence. And I'd like to also create some, like a set of steps, and like basically like make towers in the corners here, and then also a couple like along the wall, just in case, so that I can fight off zombies if they do happen to make it through the first fence line. And then removing all this grass will make it so that when I come in here to build that second fence, why is it going all the way down there? That basically I'll be able to see the logs on the ground. So that's kind of important. Want to be able to see those logs on the ground. And I'm thinking now, if I remember from past experience of playing this game, is that as soon as the food, like when you first play the game, one of the very first things that I did was obviously do all this stuff, like crafting a fence and you know, making some sort of protection against the zombies, and didn't do much in the way of going out and gathering up food from the grocery stores. And that's like something that you want to do within the first, like, you know, within the first couple of days of starting the game, is you want to go to the grocery store and get as much of the fresh food as you possibly can, because sooner anything that's left out and outside of a refrigerator is gonna rot. And even if it's in the refrigerator, as soon as you take, after a certain period of time, it'll say fresh in the refrigerator, and then that fresh will go away. And then basically what happens is, once that happens, when you take it out of the refrigerator, it basically just rots immediately in your storage or in your inventory. It'll just rot. So there's really nothing that you can do to stop that from happening. So it's very, very, very important to get as much of that fresh food as possible to give yourself a good start at the game, before, you know, so then because you are going to have to do gardening. It's just a fact. You're eventually going to have to start gardening, and then you're going to have to start foraging as well, because all of the food in all the refrigerators is going to be rotten long before the power turns off. So, it's kind of important, just so that you have those first couple of months, you have meals. And be able to sustain yourself. Oh, 6% full. I wonder if I can. I can't. Doesn't look like I can pick this up. Doesn't look like I just disassemble it either. Maybe I need to get a hammer in my inventory here. Now I'll try to pick it up. Oh, I was hoping I would be able to pick this up. I need to move it, or at least destroy it. Shoot, how do I do that? Well, right now we're getting thirsty and hungry. Let's just take care of that real quick. I don't know how I can move that composter. I don't even know if I can pick it up. Maybe it needs to be completely empty. Let's come in here and grab the sack. 10% more is required, and I can't pick it up. Doesn't look like I can pick it up. I can't even rotate it, I don't think. Not that I'd be able to tell, it's a square box. I can't pick it up. Okay, let me try this. Put a saw in here. I mean, if push comes to shove, I'll just see if I can just destroy the thing. Carpentry. Miscellaneous. Obviously, there's nothing I can do with the carpentry. I should be able to pick this up, but I'm thinking that I can't because there's stuff inside of there. Alright. What about the hammer? Let's try putting the hammer in the primary. Let's see if that will do it. Nope. Alright. Alright. Can't seem to be able to destroy it either. Well, that sucks. Well, what the hell? This sucks. Alright, well, I guess it's gonna have to just stay where it's at, because I can't think of anything else that I can do with it until it gets full of stuff. Maybe I'll just have to build the perimeter wall here and come down here and then come over and just go ahead and leave this here like it is. I guess I'll just do that because doesn't look like there's any ability to move it. I'm sure that there is a way to move it, and I just don't know how. My guess is that either A, you cannot move it, or B, can't move it right now because it's full of compost. So that's fine. We'll deal with that some other time. I'm not going to get too worried about it right now. See, what do we have? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That should be enough. Alright, it's 2000, or it's 10 o'clock. No, it's 8 o'clock. Alright, got some sleep. Oh, I also wanted to do this too. I'll just do this real quick while I'm here. Twigs. I think you need just grab those. And I think like a sheet of paper will work. Let's look here. Survivalist. Twigs, a book. Okay, so I just need a news. It did say newspaper, right? Newspaper, yes. Grab one of those. How many twigs do I need? Okay. Oh, planks times 3, duh. Gee. There we go. Alright. Basically, idea here real quick is I'm gonna take and remove the grass around the surrounding area, just because it will possibly spread. At least it shouldn't from a campfire, but I don't want to take the chance of it spreading. And I'm just gonna add the fuel in there. Alright, so that's got a good amount of fuel in there. Alright, got this corpse. Don't tell me I actually set that inside the fire. Now, this is kind of risky to do as well, to pick these corpses up, because they could be, you know, obviously they're infected, so you could get infected just by doing this. But I want to clean these corpses up around my immediate area, just so that I'm not, you know, obviously if there's dead bodies around near where you live, that's probably not a good thing. So I want to get rid of them by putting them on this fire. That one was a crawler. some twigs here from cutting down trees from earlier. So we'll grab these. See what I mean about how those twigs are kind of hard to spot unless if you zoomed all the way in, then yeah, you would be able to see them. But if they're in the grass there, like even this one right here, see how there's these? There's actually a lot of them over here from when I was cutting down trees, and it's really hard to spot them when you've got this tall grass. So if you're trying to gather up fire materials, then it's best just to, you know, have the grass cleaned. It just makes it a lot easier to spot them on the grass there. There's even one right there that I missed. Alright, fire. Let's use the bloody vest plus the lighter. There we go. And that should burn them. Look, there's even some right here. Couldn't see because of the dark. There they go. Burnt corpses. Rest in peace. Rip. Rest in peace, y'all. So we'll put all of this back in here. There we go. And just to be on the safe side, equip secondary, equip primary. Just to be on the safe side, I'm gonna wash my clothes just because that's nasty. That's gross. Just got done picking up a bunch of dead bodies. That is so gross. Probably don't need all those soap bars. But we'll keep them from now. We'll keep them for now. I'm probably gonna have to do an inventory review and see exactly what we got going on as far as inventory. Why is there a light source? Oh, it's probably this one, right? No. It's gotta be coming from inside here. It's not that light. I don't know if it's coming from that closet or what. Anyways, let's see. Not that big of a deal. Alright, let's head down to the police station, see what we can find down there. Gonna have to get some more gas in here pretty soon. So the police station is just, I guess you could say, south of where the mini mall was at. So that would be, actually I think it would be to the left up here. Here's the mini mall. For a second there I felt lost. Here we go. Here's the police station. So I'm sure you've seen other people's videos about Project Zomboid, and they do special scenario. Oops, dang it! I do that every single time. They do special scenarios where there's just like a crap ton of zombies as they start out. I myself am starting out at the beginning of the... Oh, an axe. Nice. this guy tried to survive. I'm doing it at the beginning of the apocalypse, so I'm trying to survive, or try to give myself half a chance to survive. Annotated map. I wonder if that's for our area. 9mm and a key. It's always nice. It's always good. Oh, I should do it like this. It's a key on our key ring. There we go. It's always a good idea to grab keys off people, because you never know that you might actually end up going to their house. And if you have the key and the doors are locked, you'll automatically be able to get into the house without having any alarms go off, which is obviously a good thing. Scissors. I wonder what I would do with those. I think I have medical scissors back at the house. Urban scissors. Comic book. Oh, cool. I'll take comic book. Why not? I'll read that for board. Comic book in a police station. These guys were seriously bored. Anybody in here? Anybody left alive? Can you open the cells? Yes. Oh man. If they got locked. This might be a good place to have a base. It's kind of small, but at least you have a good sense of security. Oh, look at all this stuff. So we got a pistol that's in good condition. We got some box of shotgun shells. We got some 308 shells, some 223 shells, boxes. We got a shotgun, basic or a walkie-talkie. So we're gonna loot all that. Definitely, we're gonna take as much as we possibly can from here. Let's see, some more walkie-talkies, shotgun, ham radio, pistol, normal hiking bag. The hunting, we'll take everything but the normal. Oh, oops. Take everything but the normal hiking bag. Definitely don't need that. Wow. We're already full on that bag. So I'll just take this stuff in here. Can I? No, it's not letting me take. Probably not letting me take that premium ham radio. That thing weighs 20 pounds. Holy shit. I don't even know why you would need it, because it's, you know, it's the end of the world and there ain't nobody talking anymore. We'll take the walkie-talkies to disassemble. You know, in fact, do I got that screwdriver around me? Yes. Let's go ahead and see if we can disassemble these ham radios. Yeah, we'll disassemble that. Increase our electrical skill. Dismantle. Oh wow. 9 walkie-talkies? Holy cow. Where are they all? They must all be in the other bags. I can hear zombies out there. This is not good. I want to get in here and get this stuff and get out. Keep my eye on that door. Alright. Oh wow, I am really walking slow now. But that went down to 14, and this is at 14 as well. So let's see if we can get some of this stuff inside of the bags here, so I can at least move at half speed. Take a look at those batteries. If they're like shot and almost dead, I might as well just get rid of them. There's really no need to pick up dead batteries. At least I don't see any reason to have any dead batteries. Alright, so let's give them a look. Oh, they're all brand new. Nice. Okay. Yep. Two boxes of bullets and a hunting knife. Can we fit these in these bags? Got this box of bullets in there. Oh, U.S. Army walkie-talkie too. See, watch what happens when you use that U.S. Army walkie-talkie. Can you even use it? No, I don't think so. I don't think there's any use for the walkie-talkies. Underwear. U.S. Army communications radio. I mean, I have read that you can basically use these the ham radios and get messages, whether that's, you know, but it's kind of weird the way that it works, basically, because probably a really bad idea to be going in here while I'm walking slow, but I want to see what else is in here. A Rubik's Cube. What the hell? Seriously? I have never seen that before. Wow, awesome. A freaking Rubik's Cube in a Zomboid game. Anybody in here? Hello? Hello? I'm not gonna bother checking. You can check the trash cans too, by the way. And there's all kinds of different stuff in there. Conference room. Doesn't look like there's a whole lot of anything going on in here. Alright. So we got what we can out of here. Now let's just get out of here while we can. We can come back here and get the rest of it, but in fact, let's see if we can't fit some of it into our trunk. Let's just grab all this stuff. Just see what fits. Got a lot of stuff. That way we can do all this in one trip. Looks like that's gonna be everything. Add this key. What the hell? Why can I not add this key to my keyring? Maybe because I'm next to the car? No. What about putting it here? There we go. Oh, what about going like this too? Oh, nice. So I was able to add that to my keyring. Okay, cool. So the vehicle keys, you can drag them from your main inventory over to the key symbol, and that will add it that way. I'm actually really surprised that there's no broken windows here, and this place is still somewhat intact. That's actually really surprising to me. And we know we got some ham radios and stuff like that to take apart, that we can take apart here. I think I got everything. Let's double check real quick. Yes. Yes, I got everything that I can possibly get. Even got ammo in there that I can't even use right now because I don't have the weapon type that goes with them. Like the 307 or whatever it was. Yeah, the 308 shells. I think that's for like a rifle. And you can't just press forward on the W key to driving like a maniac. You can press forward on the W key to start your vehicle as well. Now let's get all this stuff back at the base. Yeah, we need to take a cut through this. You can see the population of the zombies is actually starting to grow. See, look at this. It is starting to grow. I'm not sure if it's based on time or if it's based on how much stuff you actually loot. I'm actually wondering if it is based on how much stuff you start to loot. Like if you start to loot weapons and so on and so forth, that the zombie population will just start going up. Like the game knows, I think the game is coded for, you know, after a certain amount of time. I know I need to come down here. I'm thinking that's what it is. It's just a certain amount of, after a certain amount of time, the zombies just start growing. And you'll especially find them around high populated areas. I'm also gonna try to get my hands on another vehicle, just in case if this one craps out on me. At least I'll have a vehicle if I don't have the ability to repair it just yet. At least I'll have a second vehicle, and that way I won't be totally left in the dark as far as that's concerned. Let's get ourselves something to eat here real quick. Man, look at all this ammunition. This is crazy. I mean, just have a ton of ammunition here. Get ourselves something to drink. Put the bowl away while we're standing here. Probably won't even be able to fit all of this in here. I'm probably gonna need to empty this box out and put it somewhere else, but I'll put what I can in here for now. I mean, just boxes and boxes of ammunition. Oh, and then about the hairspray, I also found out that you have to be an engine. See, some of the items that you can craft in the game cannot be crafted unless you have a specific skill set or profession as you begin the game. So like that, like we were gonna try to do the gonna try to make a hairspray bomb. Like I actually cannot do that. I just can't do it. I'm gonna have to figure out you know, I can do the smoke bomb and things like that. Magazines you can find the recipes for. That's different, so that you can do that, but because I'm not an engineer, I doubt that I'll find a magazine that teaches the recipe on how to make that bomb. So that's unfortunate, just won't be able to do that. But it is what it is. So and I'm thinking the same thing is going with that fishing tackle. I'm thinking that you're gonna need to be an angler in order to be able to create or to be able to use that tackle for the fishing tackle. I think you got to be an angler in order to do it. Where is this at? I'm trying to figure out. Let's just get the hammer in my inventory. That'd be easier, a lot easier that way if I just do it that way. Right click, carpentry, wooden crate. I need 3 planks. Alright. Carpentry, wooden crate. Gonna add that there. Actually, you know what? Can I not set that there? Nope. Oh, okay, there we go. Alright. So I'll put all my my repair stuff in here. Box of nails, duct tape, glue, wood glue. Just opening up that other box for the rest of the ammo stuff that we got. Which is in this bag. Yep, the pistol and the shotgun. And then in this box, we're going to put all of the electronic stuff that we got. The amplifier and the aluminum. Cigarettes we'll put in here for now. The axe, add that in there. Come back to this one because there's much more electronic stuff that we got from doing all of that, taking all that stuff apart. So we'll add all that in there. And I just got like stuff, an overwhelming amount of stuff that I like I was saying earlier, that I probably don't need. But oh well, I guess like I had said before in the past, I guess it's better to have more than you think that you need. Just because you don't, you know, all the stuff is basically, like I said, if you die, all of this should already be here. Put the comic book in here. And then what I'm thinking I'm going to do is also come in here. You know what? Let me see what I got space in here. 13 and 15. What do I got here? 32. Okay. So if I all of this. Because I also want to see if I have any duplicate books as well. And then I want to kind of separate things. Just going to take all the different magazines. And also, in an earlier episode, I had read the electronics for intermediates, and I wasn't really paying attention, but as I went to edit the video, I did see that it said, the guy was saying, I don't understand. So, in other words, if you look at the thing here that we're on, the advanced foraging, it says from level 5 to 6, so you have to be at least level 5 in order to even be able to read it. So we're just gonna take, I'm gonna take all of this and transfer all. So you have to be a certain skill level in the first place to even be able to read it. If you're not, then it basically, you read it, but it won't do anything for you because you don't understand it. So you have to read it again once you get to the right skill level. So we're grabbing all of these duplicates out of here. Looks like we got everything. And I'll just put these in here. Now we'll come over here. Oops. And we're going to grab all of the books that are left in here. Hopefully we'll be able to fit them all into the shelf. Looks like I got 2 mechanics for beginners. There we go. So we got magazines on one shelf, and we got books on the other shelf. There we go. Transfer all these. And then give a look through it again to see if there's any other duplicates. Yes, there's this one, so we'll grab that as a duplicate. That's a duplicate. That's a duplicate. Definitely don't need more than one of each type. There we go. Alright. Put that. Just transfer all. Ah, can't fit any more in there. Okay. We'll just add. We'll just put it in here. Alright. Now I'm thinking we'll grab all the books, comic books, magazine, newspaper, sheet of paper. Grab that. There we go. And we're just going to transfer all this over to this shelf. That way everything's nice and organized. Everything in its place. Except I can't put any more on this shelf. Isn't there a way to, there's a build a drawer. I don't know if I can build a shelf. Let me see. Carpentry, miscellaneous, wooden cross, charn, wooden picket, furniture, shelves. And you just need one plank. was that at? Furniture shelves. Oh, okay. Can I place it up there? It's red. So I'm assuming no. So I'll just set it there. And then grab this other plank that's in there. There we go. Carpentry, furniture, shelves. And he doesn't want to put it there either. It's all red. I don't know why. There's a shelf down there below. Why can't I put one? Why can't I? Why can't I do it? Alright, what about in here? He just doesn't want to put it in there. Alright, that's fine. We'll just put this back. Excuse my cat in the background, so sorry about that. The cat is being annoying. That's so annoying. Just won't be quiet. Crazy cat. Yep. Crazy cat. Alright, so that's good enough for now. Let's get ourselves something to eat before we die of starvation. All my salad. There we go. And you can see how quickly, just in a couple episodes, I've gone through food. I mean, I just made a good, you know, what, 15 of these vegetable salads just in the last episode, and that was just like yesterday. So I'm definitely going through the food quickly. And it seems like things just start to go downhill fast as soon as, just as time goes by, the situation just seems to get more and more dire. This is never good. Alright, so I'm thinking now might be a good time to start planting whatever I have and go from there. I'm gonna grab one of those, the broccoli, grab the cabbage, the carrots, potatoes, radish, strawberries, tomato, grab the watering can. So let's do open the packet. Now, I would suggest that you just plant one of each, or whatever types of seed that you have. Just plant one of each. So we're gonna put the carrots here. We'll put the broccoli there. Radishes, because it actually yields quite a bit of vegetables, is what I'm trying to say. And that's the reason why you don't need to do a lot at once. That way you're able to allow your seeds to last you a good long while. You just don't need a whole bunch of it. I mean, you just don't. You don't need a whole bunch of it. Fast forwarding it through this part, so get rid of all those seeds, put them back in the crate there. Now, one thing I don't know about is that once you open those seeds, do they go bad? I don't know. I don't know if they do or not. I've never had enough time after plant. Usually, by the time I plant something, I'm, about, I die. I usually die after I start farming. So hopefully that doesn't happen this time. What's he doing? Why in God's name? He's filling it from inside the house. I must have like a pipe that runs into the house that allows me to fill the watering can. Oh, tainted water, unsafe for drinking, sterilized by boiling. Can be used. Alright, you know what? Just to be safe, let's, I don't know if, I don't know if it's safe to use this, but while it's I obviously know you can't drink it, but I don't know if you can, put it on the plants, water the plants without it affecting the plants. My guess is that it probably would not be a good idea to water the plants with tainted water. It might cause disease. So see how many I can. Looks like I can water. Info. Well watered. Okay, so it looks like I can do 2 plants per watering can. Wonder if there's a better way to do this. Put that in there. Let's grab these buckets as well. Gonna definitely need to make more rain collector barrels. It's something I should have already done a long time ago. But we can put plastic buckets inside of a fire and they don't burn up, which is nice. And just right click on them to check to see that they've been watered. That's still tainted, so let's grab a couple, grab one, grab one, grab one, grab one. Add fuel, unusable wood. Tree branch. And then we'll light it with a twig. in the water to sterilize it. Man, could you imagine having to boil water to sterilize it? Can you imagine trying to survive a zombie apocalypse? God, that would really suck. Come on, water. Tainted water. It's unsafe for drinking. Why? Why is it unsafe for drinking? It's got some good flavor to it, man. Drink that tainted water. Come on, water. Sterilize. It's like that old saying, a watched pot never boils. I better be able to sterilize this inside this, inside the bucket. I don't see why not. I did it inside this watering can. Seems to be taking a heck of a lot longer. Maybe it's just because there's two of them. I got a feeling I'm gonna need to add more fuel here. It's gonna always be scary standing. Oh man, somebody else just shot themselves. Holy crap. I don't know. I don't know if I'm able to sterilize it in this bucket. It seems to be taking a long time. Pour into watering can. I don't know exactly how this works. Drop. Guess I just drop it. Water yet. I guess it would make sense. This is a can, so I guess it's metal, so it would boil. While we're waiting for that to do its thing, let's eat some food. Oh, my lighter's already dead. Wow, went through that lighter quickly. That should be in the ammunition box. Might help if I had the watering can in my main inventory. Looks like the watering can's empty. Alright, so let's fill it inside. Probably be easier. But at least you kind of see what the process is going to be once that water shuts off. Because again, I don't know if that watering container, I don't know if that's going to, I don't know if that's going to, you know, last indefinitely. Just checking to see that they're all watered by right clicking on them. Okay, so they're all watered. Yeah, I really don't know if that's going to last, you know, the water is going to last in that container is going to last forever. It may only have a certain amount in there. I think it does last forever, but I mean, that's my hope. I can't say one way or the other though, to be honest with you. What happened to that water? What happened to the watering can? What the hell? Oh, it's in my primary. That's weird. Okay. Okay, now I want to take a look at this annotated map, and it's West Point, Kentucky. It's of West Point. Shit. Rename map. Alright. But now I think the maps are on this shelf. And I already have a West Point annotated map, so I don't really need this. But what's so weird is that there's more trouble. PlayStation hardware store might still have stuff. All kinds of fucked up. Okay. Wow. Okay, let me see what the other one says. Oh look, so they're annotated differently, so everyone made it into the office the day the fever struck. I boarded them in before they turned. Wow, gee. Black Friday kind of crowds. Okay, gun store. Alright. Alright, so they are different. So I should rename this one 1. Rename this one 2. Put those away. Alright, so it looks like I'm getting sleepy. Real quick though. I believe that there is still stuff inside the vehicle. That's fine. Yes, there is still stuff inside the vehicle. So let's grab all this crap. Don't need all of that. Don't need all of that in the vehicle. There we go. Put this stuff away. Oh, we need to use the second box, that's right. Pistol, honey knife. Dismantle the two-way radio. Alright. Put the radio receiver stuff in here. Transmitter stuff. Again, just a lot of electronic stuff that, again, I probably don't need a good amount of it, any of that, you know. Just probably don't need it. But that's fine. We have it. We'll figure out what we want to do with it, if we want to keep it or not. Alright, so I figure we'll just go ahead and end the episode here. We did get some stuff done. we got some fishing done, and we're able to loot that gun store or the police station. Definitely gonna check out all the different weapons. Gotta load up all the different weapons. Check out the conditions of them and see if they're, if there's any of them even worth keeping. Some of them may not be worth keeping. We'll see what happens when we take a look at the box, and I want to at least, go through them and take a look, and then decide if there's ones that I actually, if I want to load all of them up with ammunition, or just pick one and use it and leave the others in there. And you know what I mean. For right now though, I'm not going to use any firearms. I'm not going to use the firearms until things start to hit the fan. Once shit hits the fan, I'm definitely going to start using the firearms. And I'm thinking the next episode we'll create some more rain barrels, and then we'll start considering making that secondary fence. I think it's about time to get that up, especially now that we have the garden planted. That does take quite a bit of time, and I do remember now how to saw the logs on the ground. What you basically got to do is go like this. Have the saw in your main inventory, and then you come over, you stand over the logs, and you open up this secondary box. And then being selected on the ground, it'll be selected on the ground automatically, and then you'll see the logs there. You just right click on them and then select saw logs, and it'll saw them right there on the ground, and it shouldn't pick them up and put them in your inventory. If I'm remembering correctly, that's the way that you do it. It's the easiest way to do it, and then you can pick them up and distribute them out, which is what I usually do. I'll pick up a good load of them, distribute them out along the perimeter of where I'm going to build the fence, and then build the fence. That does take some time, and so I don't know exactly how we'll do that, whether I'm going to do that on camera or not. I might just do a portion of it on camera, or do the whole thing, and then in the video maybe just fast forward until it gets completely built. But I do definitely, at the end of this video, I definitely want to send a shout out to all the recent subscribers and the viewers and comments that I've received so far on the Project Zomboid, as well as on the latest videos that I did with the Spider-Man. And so I really appreciate all of you guys. You're excellent, and I just wanted to say, thank you for everything that you guys are doing to help support the channel. Please do continue to hit those like buttons, and please do help to support the channel by adding a comment. Those two things that you can do are real simple. Hitting that like button is real easy. Just tap that like button, and it's going to help move my videos up to a higher search recommendations. And so if you guys could do that, I would really appreciate it. So let's stay tuned, and I'll see you guys on the next episode, yeah? Thank you so much for everything you guys are doing. Have an excellent night. Be good, and be good to one another. Take care.